We're good.
Okay, perfect. So everybody's having an awesome morning so far. The question for today is kind of a multiple question. Um, so once you have the topic for today is supporting new guests. So once you have confirmed with a new guest and you have met up with them and you're just sitting down with them, what are your intentions before and the routine that you go through to deliver tons of value while still managing your time? And what is one powerful thing you will never miss in your first time meeting your guest? And what is one way you can support them the very next day, even if they haven't started on a nutrition plan, to make sure to keep them into your web? Anybody excited to go first?
Okay, I can go. I'm gonna look at the questions while I'm talking.
Okay.
Supporting a guest. Once I've confirmed a new guest and meet up with them, my intentions. So my intention is to build a relationship first and foremost. And even if it wasn't like my intention when I started doing the business, if my intention was only to get them on a program, like I've shifted from that. Ultimately, I just want them to get something out of the community. So I don't know how to answer this, basically. So I have, it's been a while since I've had a new guest. So generally I would have them meet me at the club and it would be for a workout. So my intention would be for them to have fun, to meet people, to see the value of the community, and to just get to know them. What I would do no matter what is definitely, like we talked about before, I always get them a shake. I always introduce them to people to make sure they feel comfortable and so that they're trying out our product. Generally, the very next day, well, that same day and the following week, I'll keep texting with them or talking to them. I think from now on, it's going to be a little different for a first-time guest because I feel that I'm going to have a stronger relationship before they even come down to the club. So I'm just going to see how it goes moving forward. Like I said, I wanted to start meeting people outside of the club. So I don't know if a first-time guest would be considered like a first-time guest the same way that it used to be. I don't know if that question makes sense. But yeah, this is a work in progress for me. So if any of that made sense, I'm done.
Okay. Go ahead, Lauren.
Okay. Okay, so all I want my guests to do is have fun. So it doesn't matter what they're coming to. But one, that they're set up powerfully so that they actually know what they're coming to. And then two, once they get there, because of that setup, they're not surprised like, oh crap, this is Herbalife. Why did you invite me to this wellness workshop? I didn't know I had to take notes. Like it shouldn't be any of that. It should be like, oh, this is exactly what she said it was going to be. And I agreed to that, which means I'm having fun. That's exactly what I want. I always introduce to people as well so that they feel welcome and that they want to come back. And when they come back, they already know people. So that's super important. Powerful thing you never miss your first time meeting that guest. I don't know what that question means.
So when you have your guests, the first time you meet your guests, what is something you won't miss in that meeting?
Like, can you give me an example?
Yeah, so like for me, when I meet it with the guests, something I'll never miss is taking a photo with them.
Oh, got it. Okay. So I guess that would be it. I always, like, no matter what we're doing, whether it's, a wellness profile or whatever, like, always taking pictures and posting about the meeting. And one way that I can support them is just keeping tabs on them on what they actually want. So like actually listening to the client or whoever they are, actually listening to what they want and not trying to push them into something that they haven't agreed to yet. So like I invited them to a free straight up workout. Then the next day I'm not going to say, so are you ready to buy products? I'm going to, keep up with what they're actually wanting until they bring up the next conversation.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right, Albert, you there?
I'm here, yes. I was just trying to read the questions. I just only have my phone right now, so I can't read all those great questions.
Don't forget how accident.
What's that?
If you need help, I can read them to you.
Okay. So those are some really good questions. I love those questions. And I'm really glad you asked because that's one of my weaknesses is actually inviting, not in events, but the thing I don't focus on and I should. I invite people to, our straight camp on Wednesday, but the thing is it's hard for me to get to that straight camp on Wednesday. So I end up just going to the Sunday, either the Family Fit or the workout at Redondo on the beach. So I need to get better at inviting to, workshops and, more events, more things, more activities at the nutrition club. So that I'm glad you asked those questions because that's something I really need to focus on. When I have people come down to the nutrition club to do a wellness evaluation or, get their numbers, I try to have, one on my upline there and try to introduce them, to one of my upline because now before people at the nutrition club and since Chips, I know a lot more people, so I can introduce them to more people at the nutrition club. So that's something I try to do. Powerful thing, I never really thought about that. That's a great question, and maybe I'll do that for my homework. But I can't think of anything powerful that I do with them except for. If they're coming out of the nutrition club, we're definitely getting their numbers. I'm definitely getting their numbers.
That's powerful.
As part of the wellness evaluation.
Yeah, that's powerful.
And then the third part, what was the third part again?
Did you share already what is something you never miss? I guess that would be the numbers.
Yeah.
The last question is, what is one way you can support them the very next day, even if they haven't started on a plan?
I think just following up with them to see if they had a good time, see if they enjoyed the workout, see if they want to, keep coming back. Yeah, and then just keep following up with them. I think the thing I can do. Try to, talk to them about different events. I definitely need to start inviting them to more of the events at the club, the wellness workshop and stuff. It's just I guess now with the new way, we're doing things. It's a little bit different. There's not as much emphasis on that, I don't think, but still getting them down there, getting them into the community just to see what it's all about. I think that would be helpful. So
yeah.
Sorry, I kind of those questions were those were really good questions. So thanks, Cheryl.
Yeah, definitely. So I'll go ahead and share. For me, when I have a new guest, my intention is to deliver a ton of value to them. I want them to feel extremely loved and welcomed, whether it's at the club or just at anybody's house. That's my first intention. And then something I go through is if they're coming to the club, I like to show them around. I take them to the bar. I'll sit down with them and explain to them what it is that we do here at the nutrition club. And if it's just at their house, we'll go go over their goals first. I really want to get to know them, and then I'll go over their numbers. Excuse me. One powerful thing I never miss is taking a picture. I mentioned that earlier. So I like to take a picture with them. If they're getting their products, I like to get a picture with their products just so they could start posting about their journey and I could also post. What is one way I can support them the very next day? So if somebody doesn't get on a nutrition plan and they're first-time guest, that's kind of like one. I don't really pressure them. I meet them where they're at, but I'll schedule something with them immediately. Like something outside of Herbalife, meaning like with them like hiking or with them just like a girls' day, something where we can build the relationship and they could see like my energy throughout the day on a one-on-one besides just being focused on Herbalife or like their nutrition plan. And they can kind of see like how I live my day because I always take my gallon with me. I take my tea with me, and I feel that that's really inspiring to people. So that's something I would do to support my guest right away and the very next day. With that being said, I wanted to mention, because Albert was talking about bringing down people to the nutrition club, and maybe an easier way to invite somebody would be instead of saying like, hey, you want to come work out, you know, we've been doing that, yeah, but instead of also saying like, hey, you want a wellness profile, maybe tell them like, let's go over your goals, let's see what your numbers are, and we can do that anywhere. You know, if you have a quick 30 minutes, I can definitely do that for you. And just trying that this last week, I feel it's really been working. I'm excited to do it more. So homework for tonight or for today is to talk to one person and invite them to be your new guest, whether it be just a wellness profile or just having fun with you right there. And if you guys could take a video doing 10 squats with them. Let's see if they'll do it. I think that'll be fun. It'll be a way to break the ice if you're not ready to just approach somebody. And if we haven't been inviting, it'll kind of get us back in that groove of talking to new people. So that's the homework for tonight. Anybody have anything else to say before we close out?
Yes. So tomorrow is our last day of this group, and it's also Chips Day. So today is our last call. Jerry said that we don't have to have calls on the last day because we're already going to be in Chips. So with that being said, you could sleep in if you want, or you could get more done if you want, or you can do anything you want. But you don't have to worry about a link.
Okay, awesome.
But that doesn't mean that take the rest of the day off. Make sure that you're still doing what we talked about with your wins and your homework, and Cheryl, you're still checking in like you're supposed to on the thread, and we're all doing everything today as normal.
All right.
Cool?
Sounds good. Yes.
Usually I use this. I said usually I use to do our tearful goodbye, so I'll just do it in the thread.
Well, not a goodbye. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. You guys have been great.
Stay a powerful day and have fun with your videos.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.